Do, do, do. Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm trying to find my live so when people come in, I will be able to talk to them. Yes, Yabby. So far we have nobody. Oh, we got one. Who do we have? Howdy, howdy. I couldn't tell who it was. You're gonna be mouthy and talk, huh? Hey, Debbie. Hey, Bella. Can y'all hear me? Now maybe my... Hey, Mind Garden. Okay, so y'all can hear me. Bella, congratulations, darling. I'm so happy for you. Hey, Tammy. Well, thank you. And I'm having issues with my playlist. It's not letting people add their videos, and it's not letting me add their videos, so I don't know what we're going to do. I even tried a new playlist, so we'll see if that works. But I'm having issues. And it keeps telling me that I have to log in with Google. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, before I didn't have any issues with it. Ran smooth like a charm. This time it went. So anyway, I set up a new playlist, so if it'll work or not. Oh yeah, they are. Well, YouTube's a blessing and a curse too, so. So what have y'all been up to today? I know Miss Bella went shopping because she found some shoes, really cute shoes. She found all sorts of goodies though. Thank you. Paper plates don't look too bad, do they? Oh, really? Well, the playlist sure ain't wanting to. Oh, is you lurking on YouTube today? I love to shop too, Bella. I'm just too poor to do it. And people are wanting different things on challenges and stuff. Well, crap, that adds up, you know? So I'm like, you know, people need to be able to do these challenges in a less expensive way. Yeah, I'm rich. I got love. I got my critters. I love my family. I got friends. So I'm rich in other ways. So, you know, the blue and white tablescape they come out with and all these. Well, if you don't have it, you have to go and buy all that crap. And then you have to worry about where in the world you're going to store it. And I don't know about y'all, but I ain't got that much room to store stuff. My kitchen ain't that big. But paper plates shoot far. I can get pretty much every color and design I want, and there I go. I like the paper plate deal too, even though it was a little redneck. Now we got Tracy. She's wanting to do lemons. And you got to have a lemon mug. You got to have all this stuff. And I'm like, what? If I'm never going to use it again, why should I go back purchase it? I mean, yeah, I might decide, well, shoot, I wish I had it 20 years down the road, but I ain't got storage for 20 years. If I had a basement that bad, I might consider it. So what I'm thinking about doing on her challenge that you have to have the lemon plates and the lemon cups and all that stuff, I'm seriously thinking about going to Dollar Tree and buying those little clear plates, you know, the little clear plastic ones. But, hey Maria, I'm doing good, honey. How are you? But I'm thinking about going to Dollar Tree and finding some of those little clear plastic plates that's in the wedding section, you know. And taking and finding me some lemon napkins and Mod Podging me a lemon plate, kind of like I did those. You know, did the roosters. Well, the thing of it is, though, Tammy, that you may live in town. That's not feasible for me. Not only am I out of the gas to go to town, which is 30 miles away, bring it home, use it, have to drive 30 miles again, well, shit, I might as well just kept it. Use the lemon stickers from Dollar Tree. Maybe what I do on my white mug is just get some stickers, because you know in that one white mug I just put a clover sticker on it. People kept asking me, where'd you get that mug? The mug itself came from the thrift store. And the sticker came from the Dollar Tree. Well, see, that's the thing, though. A lot of times, though, they want you to have all this weird stuff, you know, and I ain't, I ain't gonna be out all that money. Now, if I can go buy 4, 5, 6, 8 plates at Dollar Tree for $1 that are clear, you know, the little clear plastic ones, okay, I don't mind spending $1 on a project. Or a couple of dollars. But when they start saying, well, you have to have this and you have to have that, I'm like, good, I can't keep up with that. Well, I is a poor folk, Tammy. I is a poor folk. Yeah, or the clear glass ones. Which that's what I made my rooster plates out of, was the clear glass ones. But you also got to think, if you're going to use material, that material is going to cost you so much a yard. Which I understand if you use napkins, napkins are, you know, are going to cost you too. So You make custom knives, Erin? Oh, it's hard to find pretty napkins. Yeah, old sheets would work. What do you charge for your knives, Erin? Keep in mind, I'm a poor girl. I want a good skinning knife. Yes, people, I hunt. There's nothing beats free meat. And I will cook Bambi up in a heartbeat. Oh, she used to make the table runners or the tablecloths. My glass is on the bottom of it's dirty. Guess I need to use a coaster. Got ashes on the bottom of the glass. Yep. Great idea, Raven. But if I can find them cheaper than, but if I can find them, cheaper than I can buy the material, then I'll go that route. But if I can buy the material cheaper than I can buy them, I'll make them myself. Yeah. Hey, Frank. Not much. Just a chit-chatting. I'm surprised Mr. Chipper ain't showed up. Yeah, sometimes they are. And then sometimes they're ridiculous. Okay. You want my email? It's Bitty, BITTY, BOO 44 at gmail.com. Will I stop seeing what? I've got to go watch it. I seen it pop up, so I've got to go watch it. I haven't made it that far down the list yet. Did he get stuck by a prickly pear? Oh, I buy what I love. I buy my chickens. You want to see my new chicken? Well, and I bought the deal for her to set in. But I've already named her Gertrude. Hey, Tina, I'm doing good, sweetie. How are you? Okay, meet Gertrude. Here's Gertrude. Don't know where she originally came from, but I like her. Blue sky, whatever that is. And I bought the tin at Dollar General for $10. You know, the big tub. And of course the eggs that I had are the ones I painted. Yeah, Gertrude's a big one. Let me go put her back over there so I don't trip over and break my neck. I don't have much room in here. Moved on. Thank you. I got tickled. My son-in-law went with me and my daughter. We went to this place called Junkin on 6th. So I got her what they consider a junk store. And as soon as I picked her up and the guy come around the corner, he said, "You want me to put her on the counter for you?" I said, "Yeah, you can take Gertrude and put her on the counter." And Tommy looked at me so funny. He goes, "You've already named that chicken?" And my daughter looked at him and said, "She names all her animals, whether they're alive or not." Yes, Abby. You want to say hi? What are you doing? Where are you going? Don't get on the computer. They're saying hi, Abby. They're saying hi, Abby. You want to say hi? Here, say hi, Abby. Say hi. Don't get pissy. Silly cat. What's going on in here? We're talking about chickens and cats. Good night, Bella. And congratulations again, sweetheart. Love you. We're talking about chickens and cats. So what are you up to tonight, Robert? Oh, goodness. You're a pain. Last roam before bed, huh? Yeah, I gotta get in bed before too awful long. I gotta get the kids up to school in the morning. When you come on late like this and you have to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it kind of makes it rough. But I cheated today. I finally fell asleep this morning about 4:30. No, about 4 o'clock, which I should have just got up. But I finally fell asleep about 4 o'clock this morning. Yes, Abby. And the alarm went off. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I got, yeah, very short nights. So I got up, got Kate and Coda up, and got them off to school. As soon as that bus left, I went and crawled my happy rear back in bed. I thought I'll let the goats out to eat when I get up. But I didn't realize I would sleep as long as I did. I fell asleep. I didn't know nothing until 3 o'clock this afternoon. And it was like, oh my gosh, I slept the day away. Usually only sleep like 2 hours. Well, night, Tammy. What are you doing, crazy cat? What are you doing? Now, I was here first doing my deal, and you thought you had to come over here and get in the middle of it. Now, you let me do my thing. Okay? Huh? So, your daddy's going to have to take trash off tomorrow. So, anyway, other than just scouting around, what did y'all do today? I know what Tina did. She went and got some pretty stuff. Well, tomorrow it's not as pretty as today's was, but it works. But it's paper plates too, so. I think it's because our brains just don't shut down. And probably all the blame preservatives and stuff that's put in the food affects our brains some ways. But they also say people with heart conditions have trouble. Does she have heart conditions? Because they say like people with heart conditions like I have, they don't sleep like they should. But when they get tired, they go to bed and go to sleep, and that's how I do. If I get tired, I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If I get tired, I go lay down. But of course, that's what the doctor told me to do. He said, you start getting tired, he said, you go lay down. Is she getting older? I mean, like I'm 50, so is she getting anywhere close to that? Well, my neuropathy keeps me from sleeping sometimes. She's 38. Well, I hate to say it, but when menopause gets close, she'll get that way. Oh, I did. Well, I used to sleep normal. Well, I'm sorry, Debbie. You think that's bad? Well, when I was 30 years old, they diagnosed me with cancer. Uterine cancer. So they had to go in and get it out. So I didn't have time to go through menopause. They went in and made me go through menopause. But I always laugh and said they took out the baby maker and left the playpen. So, but it messes you up. It messes up your sleep habits. It messes up everything. So, but yeah, it see, I told you, it's not that I'm strong. It's, damn it, cat. Excuse my language. It's not that I'm strong. I told y'all, God don't want to have to put up with me, and the devil's afraid I'll take over. That's the only reason I'm here. He said, let's put her back with them people, because neither one of us wants to deal with her. I gotta let dogs out. I'm gonna put this over here where hubby will haul it off. What, baby? But yeah, I can just imagine the devil and the Lord when I passed away on the operating table. They said I passed away 3 times. And I come back and I said, see, I told y'all I was going to live forever. I said, good Lord don't want to put up with me, and the devil's afraid I'd take over. Rick goes, well, you died. I said, yeah, but they sent me back. I said, can you imagine them over there saying, you take her, and the Lord saying, no, I don't want her, you take her, and the devil saying, I don't want her, you take her. He said, no, let's just put her back. Well, thank you, Debbie. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I have a sister named Debbie. But I've had a few things in my life, and now, unfortunately, my little girl's well, she's 30 years old, but that to me, she's my little girl. And now she's going through a lot of the same stuff her mama's gone through, so as far as health goes. But I think she's stronger than me. She took stuff a lot better than I did. But we're trying to get her surgery. They said she needs a hysterectomy now, so yep, they're always going to be my babies. Because the same thing with her that happened with me. So her insurance company is trying to fight her taking and getting a hysterectomy because of her age, because she's only 30. And I ended up telling her the other day, I took the advice of one of my friends that said, just tell them that she wants a sex change, and they'll get it for her in a heartbeat, not ask any questions. And then once they do the hysterectomy, say, no, I'm done. It drives me bonkers. Yeah, can you imagine? She has cancer. They know it has to come out, but they don't want to give it to her because she's just 30. I was 23 years old when they took mine. Or, no. Take that back. Let me rewind. I was 30 years old when they took mine. My cousin was 23. The insurance is fighting us. They do not want to pay for her to have a hysterectomy because she only has one biological child. And she is 30 years old. I said, good Lord. They will sit there and let that kid cry because she's in pain and not do anything for it. Get it out. Help her out. Get it out. So what I'm doing is sticking little money back here and there. And if the insurance denies her, then maybe with the money I get stuck back and everything, maybe we can pay for it without the insurance. Unless the doctor says no, an insurance company has to approve it. But I do know that we'd have to have at least half of it up front. So, and so I'm looking at about $10,000 coming out of pocket. She can make payments on part of it. You have to pay half of it up front, which half of it is right at $10,000. So, I'm doing little odd jobs in here and there, so. Hey, old man. That's what I'm thinking. I think if a doctor would just tell her to show up at the ER, they would do it. But again, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. Because that's what my doctor told me about my heart. He said, if the insurance company does not approve this, he said, be at the ER at 6 a.m. in the morning. That was on my heart. I said, okay. He said, we'll do it as an emergency and they'll have to pay for it. So, but luckily my insurance company told him to do whatever he needed to do to get my ticker due to do right. So I didn't have to go through that. But one thing I love about Oklahoma Heart, it's ran by doctors. It's owned by doctors. And if you don't have the money to pay them, they have you to fill out this form. And you fill it out. They go through your tax records and all that stuff. And they do it on what they call a sliding scale if you don't have insurance. The Ball Book of Canning. I recommend the Ball Book. But everything I can doesn't come from the Ball Book. I do can from how my mama taught me. They say you cannot can milk, but you can. because I do. I won't put it on the computer. I mean, I won't put it on here because I'd have so many haters after me that's not funny. But we're using milk that I canned 2 years ago, and it's good. See, you can can milk. Even though they say, oh, no, you can't. No, you can't. Yes, you can. If you can buy it at a store canned, you can do it yourself. Now, granted, I can fresh milk. Now, see, I don't pickle eggs like the Ball Book does. Because, well, for one, we just don't eat a whole lot of them. Yeah, all it does is concentrate it down. Kind of makes it taste like evaporated milk. But how I do my pickled eggs is I buy the big old jars of pickles. You know, the big gallon jar. Once we eat all the pickles, I boil me up a bunch of eggs, stab them with a fork, drop them down in there, seal it up, stick them in the refrigerator, let them set for at least 10 days, and then you got some good pickled eggs. I have never had the yellow wax beans. Now, see, I've never thought of canning shrimp. Of course, I'm not nowhere anywhere I could get. Yeah, the Ball and Mason or Kerr lids ain't worth a poot anymore. They're only good for about a year. But now I like Tattlers. They're kind of a pain in the... Do what? What are you wanting to know, old man? Oh, I do not like this lag. Yeah, he did. He won a nice prize. I gave a pressure canner away 1 year for a giveaway. Some of the lids are failing. They only last about a year. They don't make the good rubber anymore that goes in them. But now Tattler lids are good. They're kind of a pain in the arse to use. You have to work with them to get used to using them. Good night, Aaron. Take care, honey. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, the rubber's not near as thick as it used to be. But they're still good to use for vacuum sealing. You know, the canister vacuum sealing, they're still good for that. They're just not worth using for canning. Oh. I just thought I'd come on and see what everyone was up to. Now I gotta let a dog in. Hold on. You want in, Bob? You want in? What? Well, they changed that. They changed the lids about 2 years ago. Okay, well, if you find out the name of the company, let us know. Now, Tattlers are good. They're expensive, but they're also reusable. Oh, Lens, how much did you can? You have a ton. Oh, no. Get to eating. You might get 2 years out of them, maybe. But most likely you're rotating your stock anyway, right, Robert? Or am I talking to Cindy tonight? Yeah, but you're rotating them. You're rotating them anyway, aren't you, Robert? Oh, right here? I have no clue what that is. It was on clearance at Lowe's. I got it for like $2. And then that one over there, I don't know what it is. I got it on clearance too. They're pretty. But if you're canning every year, just rotate them. But you're safe. I'd say you're safe, Robert, if you can use them within a year and a half. Stay off the computer. If you're going to be canning for that, Frank, or not Frank, but Robert, get Tatler lids because they are reusable. Do you know what a Tatler lid is? If you don't, I'll go in there and grab one. Okay, I'll grab one. Maybe I put them in here. Oh shoot, no, they're over in the... They may be in the cabin. Well, I guess I'll have to get one for you another night. I guess I've carried them over to the cabin with all my canning stuff. Oh, that's cool, Maria. I'll try to remember to go get one out of the cabin. But what it is, it's just a round rubber seal that you fit on your jar, and it's got this little plastic, I call it a nub. It's kind of like a lid that goes on top of that. Then you screw down your jar lid on top of it. But they are expensive. The cheapest place I've found them, Robert, is on Amazon. Oh, that's a great deal, Maria. But yeah, that's the only place I've found so far that's the cheapest to get them, and I order mine through Amazon. But if you want to see someone can with them, do y'all watch My Half Acre Homestead? She can teach you how to use them boogers. I don't have a video on using them yet. Well, Mrs. Wolfie can teach you how to use them. She uses tattlers. I would like to find the old timey type jars. I wish they still made them. You know, they had they have the rubber ring, but they have the glass lid. Yeah. But Bev, I want to say it's a couple of years ago, one of her videos from a couple of years ago, Bev put out, she's using Tatler lids. You use Tattlers, Tina? But if you're wanting for long-term food storage, Robert, you want Tattlers. Oh, you have the old glass ones? I'd love to have some of the old glass ones. If I can just find one, I'd be happy. Tattlers. Tatler. Or, no, leave the S off. Tatter. And then LID. I want to say they're, if I'm not mistaken, I want to say they're about $12 a box. Well, what? They're expensive, but they're reusable. Oh, 12 regular mouth? Well, I bought regular and wide mouth. Oh, you found glass lids? Yeah, the glass lids were before my time too, but are they on sale? That's good. Be the time to buy them. I was thinking there's 12 something. Yes, rings and lids. But the thing of it is, you could probably use them. Well, you can use them until the rubbers break, which is probably, you could probably can with them. 20 times or more. And plus you can just buy the rings. Once you get, and have some rings stored back. You just want to make sure you put them to where no oxygen could get to them. But yeah, just if you buy a bunch of the rings for that time, Robert, just put them in a bin to where with oxygen absorbers and no sunlight could get to them, and they'll last for good Lord, I don't know how long. Now there is a little niche to using them, and I'm going to tell you who else does videos with them, and that's Linda from Linda's Pantry. Now she does videos using tattlers. But they are kind of expensive, but in the long run, they pay you back. You watch Linda a lot? Well, she has videos on using those Tattler lids. Bev has videos on using the Tattler lids. I don't know if John does or not. Yeah, I like Bear Prepper too, but I haven't seen her put out any videos in years. Is she starting to put out videos now? Because I hadn't seen any after she got that freeze dryer. You just found John Null? But now Bev, I want to say Bev, well, Linda may go into a lot of detail. I can't remember. But Bev and Linda both use the Tattler lids. But I don't remember Bubba ever using a Tattler. But I'm going to tell you what, in person, John Null's just like he is on videos. There's no difference in him. He's the same sweet guy he always was. I've had the pleasure of meeting him. I went and stayed with Lady B for a week, and my goodness, we seen John and them about every day. Now, if you look at my chili video, I ended up doing something wrong because my chili turned out more like a soup than it did chili. I was very upset. I don't know what I did. I think I put too much water in it that time. Really? Yeah? Are you the star? Oh, goodness. You the star of the show? Huh? Oh, good night, old man. Well, did they get you fixed up at the VA? I hope your VA is not like our VA here. Our VA here is just awful. I don't know why they can't get it together to treat our veterans better. Maybe I should have added oatmeal, because I tell you what, Frank, it tasted wonderful. But it was so running. You know, I guess I could have put some macaroni in it and just called it chili mac. When we go to eat it, when I heat it up, that'd take out some of the water. You finally got a scooter. Well, good. Oh, our VA hospital here is just horrible. Why they can't get their heads out of their rears. That was yes, it was way soupy. Why they can't get their head out of their rears and treat our veterans the way they need to be treated is beyond me. This is ridiculous. And I hope I don't step on anybody's toes. But instead of bringing all them blame illegals in here and leaving them, they need to take care of our veterans. Once they take care of them, then if they want to bring some of them in, let them bring them in. But our people need to be taken care of first. Good night. I'm going to end up getting on a soapbox again tonight. But yeah, why? I guess I added too much water. But, I know, Frank, I know. I was laughing today. I looked on Twitter. I don't normally look on Twitter, but a deal come across today and I looked on Twitter. And Cher said, our city in Los Angeles, our city Los Angeles can't afford legal or illegal immigrants because they can't take care, we can't take care of ourselves. And somebody popped off and said, wow, Trump made Cher Republican. No, people's finally starting to open their eyes and understand we're having heck taking care of ourselves. But I'm sure Cher's going to get bashed for it. I never really cared for Cher, but I think I might like her now. Don't get you started. I'm sorry, Robert. So, well, I like some of her songs, but I just didn't, how do I say it? She dressed too provocatively. Yeah, well, I understand that. It's just, okay. In her Turn Back Time video, the little piece of leather that just went over this area and down to her hoo-hee-hoo is all that was covered. Everything else was hanging out. She needed clothes. I mean, I liked her. It's just I didn't like the way she dressed. I've always been very modest. Even when I was a young teenager, I was very modest. Yeah. They say Hollywood changes a lot of people. If y'all don't mind, I have got to get me some water. And I'll be right back. Oh, you crazy cat. All right, I'll give you some cat food so you'll shut up. Maybe you. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, Hollywood's the devil. You know, I've never wanted to go to Hollywood either. There was one person that I wanted to meet. Hey, Amber and John. There was one person I would love to meet, or would have loved to meet, until he got wrapped up in the Scientology crap. And I wanted to meet John Travolta. And then he got wrapped up in the Scientology. Oh, Chadwick. You poor little thing. Well, I liked Will Smith too, but then he's been pushing money over to the Muslims, so. Honey, Chadwick, I'm not trying to be mean. Before you could get to my dog, you'd be bleeding, baby. 'Cause this granny packs. Have a good night. We are just chatting, hun. And then, of course, we had somebody come in here trying to make a jackass of themselves. Well, I thought so too, but they found out he's been supporting them. Let them have it, Raven. Let them have it. They can come in and do a lot of things, but they start threatening kids, dogs, or old people, and, well, let's just say. Yes, I did. I just haven't got to respond yet. We've been in and out of power here. The wind got to whipping. Yeah, Chipper's not here tonight, is he? Hold on a minute. I'll let you have him. I'll let you have him, Raven. Just give me a minute, baby. There you go. Oh, crap. Be still a minute, y'all. Where's Frank? There's Frank. Oh, honey, we've lost power. We've lost power. You want a wrench? Where are you, Robert? Here you go, baby. I should have wrenches now. Out the wazoo. Yeah, I know. There you go. Hold on, I gotta let dogs in. Come on. One in, one goes out. This is going to be a revolving door tonight. You throw axes, baby. Now let them come in here. You know, that's the first time I've had anybody come in here and make a total jackass out of themselves. Most of the time, everybody's really nice. But it's that time of the night. Now, I did have someone tell me they wished I'd die one time on one of my videos. That's because I was raising a calf, a steer, that the dogs had hurt. And, well, you know, as y'all know, steers are only used for one thing. Because they can't produce. So they told me I should have been killed instead of the calf. So anyway, I told them that was okay. They could feel that way because it broke my heart to. It broke my heart to have to put Buddy down, but I couldn't afford to feed him all of my life, and his life too. Oh, that's cool, Frank. I think they think the stores make it. They do not have a clue where meat actually comes from. It cracks me up. They honestly do not have a clue. Yep, y'all are all ranches now. Y'all can tear them new ones. The only one I hadn't got to wrench is Tina, and I don't know if she's still here. If she comes in here, she'll get a wrench. Yeah, I know. But I'm pretty easy going, but when he said he'd kill my dog, that's when I had to let him know I was a pistol packing grandma. That he'd be bleeding before he got to my dog. I didn't care they called me a lesbian. Oh, you got one, okay. They can call me anything they want as long as they don't call me late for supper. And now I got a dog wanting in. Come on, Rock. Come on, Rocky. Come on, Chad. Come on. Take you what? You want in, but you won't come through. You're crazy. Oh. Ah, what did I get? What did I miss that was nasty? All right, what did I miss, y'all? That's what I wanted to know. What's nasty? Oh, sticky keyboard. Yeah, that was nasty. But it was a good one. You gotta admit that was a good one. It's nasty from eating the Cheez-Its. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh. You know, all that cheese that gets on their hands gets sticky. And spilling the Mountain Dew. There you go. Spilling the Mountain Dew and the cheese getting on their hands. No, I ain't blushing. Oh, shoot. It takes a lot to make me blush. I was raised with brothers, so it takes a lot to make me blush. Even though my husband can make me blush just like that. That's like the other night. I was doing it live and he went through the kitchen door right here beside me and just let one rip. I said, really? You farted on my live, and he just busted out like laughing. My brothers were bikers, so it takes quite a bit to make me blush. Now Rick can make me blush. Rick can make me blush. But yeah, both of my brothers were bikers. So I've probably seen and heard a lot more than a lot of people have. Except for the other one that was raised with bikers. I used to. And now that I have all the stents in my heart, they tell me I can't be on anything that vibrates. And you know those Harleys, they kind of brrrr. Well, I can't do that. I'm too modest. Oh, goodness. Y'all crack me up. Now I'm just waiting for another little troll to come in here where you can get him. I want to see how fast y'all act on it. I know that feeling. That's like I tell Rick, I said, shoot, I don't want to see me naked. I know you don't. He just laughs. I had somebody come up to me one day and say, man, you gained a lot of weight. I said, yeah. I said, I got that furniture disease. They looked at me and said, I'm sorry, you've got what? I said, I've got the furniture disease. They said, you got the furniture disease? I said, yep, my chest done went and fell to my drawers. Cool. I never did drugs. Well, take that back. I smoked something one time. Didn't know what it was. Went to sleep, slept for 16 hours. Oh, wow. You're doing really good, Raven. And alcohol, I don't guess I don't drink much. I drink something maybe once or twice a year. If I'm lucky, 3 times a year. I like fuzzy navels, but I can't keep that stuck around. If I did, I would be an alcoholic. Well, like that one I was telling you about, Rick and I were split up. This was probably 15, 16 years ago. And I could not sleep. I'd been up for 3 days, couldn't sleep, couldn't sleep. And my friend always rolled her own cigarettes. So she said, here. So, needless to say, I was trying to smoke it like I do your cigarette. And she goes, no, 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 no. She said, just inhale big, hold it, and let it out and go to bed. I did it. I slept for 16 hours. That was just off of one hit. So it wouldn't take much for me. Oh gosh. Now I used to love tequila, like rum. But my drink of weakness is Long Island iced teas and fuzzy navels. Tequila, yeah. I love tequila. I guess I could be an alcoholic if I kept that stuff around. I don't keep it around. This is the worst thing I do and eat. Oh my God, Mad Dog. When I was a teenager, we bought a bunch of kiwi watermelon Mad Dog. Oh my goodness gracious. I've never had a hurricane. But I tell you what, if it's better than a Long Island iced tea, that's some good stuff. Well, it was mine too, Raven. It was mine too. But ours was kiwi, watermelon kiwi or kiwi watermelon. Oh my goodness. But shoot, back in the day, you could get it for $1 a fifth. Ooh, I can't stand Jaeger. Oh, I can't stand Jaeger. There was a drink one time that my son-in-law, he told me, he said I couldn't handle it. I said, okay, what is it? And he said, you take a drink. And he said, I'll take a drink. I said, okay. So he poured me a shot. And he took a shot. We did our shots at the same time. It no more than hit his stomach, he was puking. I wanted to puke, but I wasn't going to let him outdo me. And that stuff was called the Kraken. Oh, it had my stomach cracking. Oh, lands, that was rough. I like spiced rum. But that Kraken, that stuff tastes nasty. Now, hubby's drink of choice is wild turkey. I've never had a hurricane. I'll have to look and see how you make one. Well, the last time I got drunk, it was good 15, 16 years ago. And I didn't realize I was drunk. I drank Long Island iced tea and my legs wouldn't work. It was rough. Rick loves wild turkey. He drinks that 101. I guess my last hangover was 15 or 16 years ago. It was a long time ago. I fed you. What do you want? Crazy cat. Aw. Old number 7 or Crown. I still like my peach schnapps. I love those fuzzy navels. I'm just wondering who ever come up with the name schnapps. You mean the candy? I like lemon drops. Oh, wow. Now, I will tell you one thing I like, but I don't keep them here. And that's those Smirnoff Ice. You take and put a Jolly Rancher down in it and close it back up and let that Jolly Rancher do its thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's some good stuff right there. Well, how long does it last after it's open? Good night, Maria. I hope you feel better, honey. I'm not going to be on here much longer. Oh, no, I don't like vodka. Now my daughter Amanda loves vodka. But, I don't like vodka. Well, guys and gals, I think I might head to bed. 5 a.m. comes early. Oh, now David shows up. Really? You wait till we're about to leave and you decide to show up. Oh, we'll stay on here a little longer since Mr. David slowly lagged in here. What are you up to tonight, David? Yeah, we're talking about drinking, David. Better watch it, Frank. He'll tell you what he likes. He ain't shy about it. Oh, you're all right. We'll stay in here with you for a while. Don't get to talk to you much. I think about everybody in here except for... Ah, yeah. They do me that way. Ah, well, they'll get over it, David. We need people out there telling the truth. I figured you had you a glass, David. They want people to keep their eyes closed and their mouths shut. Say what they want them to say. Oh, well, hold on, I'll fix it. Oh, shoot. Y'all picking on David now. Well, some of his stuff he got a little outrageous with. I think he was just pushing them to see if he could get away with it. I mean, he was telling the truth, but he should have been a little nicer about it. No. Did David leave us? Well, really? Nah, you didn't scare David off. He don't scare too easily. He might have went to fill his glass. Yeah. Cat, you can't smoke. No matter how hard you try, you can't smoke. All these wrenches flying around. So, well, yeah, I'm tired. I guess I need to get some sleep, y'all. So, good night, y'all. Oh. Yeah, it's 12:57 here. I've got to be up in 4 hours. Oh, goodness. Well, good night, y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I love y'all, and remember, the world's a better place because you're in it. Don't ever forget it. Bye.